all at once. Really, this was over a period of maybe 3 weeks. I thought, okay, I can never buy into this agency. My mentors retired and moved away, Mr. Livermore. The people who owned the agency weren't so enamored with me because they didn't want to insure homes and services for abused kids, and that's what I wanted to do. So every time I write one of those policies, I get in trouble, I get called in. Now my husband's gone because I kicked him out because I didn't know anything about forgiveness. I had accepted Christ, but I didn't know anything about how I was supposed to do life. So he's gone. I'm diagnosed with cancer. I had surgery, and I'm laying there recovering from the surgery, okay, by myself, with no help. 3 days, no food, no water, because I couldn't get up. I had a friend help me get back home, but like it had never occurred to me, oh, I'm not going to be able to really get up and get around. So I was profoundly alone. And in that time, I was laying there and praying because I couldn't do anything else. I was asking God, so what am I supposed to do? I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on earth. I don't know if, this cancer's really gone. But what I do know is I'm alone. I lost my home because I was married to a man. We had 2 people bills. Now it was on 1 people's salary. I was in a job I wasn't happy with now. Getting in trouble every time I was doing what I thought I was supposed to do. And I felt like the Holy Spirit said to me, quit your job and open a business. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I have no family, I have no money, I have no resources, I have really no education. I don't know how to run a business, I don't know how to do books, I don't know how to do, I'm telling God, and I was made a third list of what I didn't know how to do, just in case God didn't know. But I knew that I was supposed to do that. And all my friends, when I told them, and I'm all excited, I'm like a kid on Christmas Eve, guess what? I'm going to open a business, I'm so excited, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to print my business cards, and my friends are like, what? You're going to quit the job that has the health insurance, the paycheck, the only check? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And right after that recovery from surgery, I went and met with my boss, and I told him what I was going to do, and I thanked him for the opportunity of having worked there and learned so much. And he said, oh, all right, well, you don't really know anything about running a business. And I said, yeah, I know. He says, okay, well, when you fall flat on your face, we might take you back. And I smiled and said, okay, thank you. And in my head, I'm going, you don't even know me. Because I will dig ditches, I will clean toilets, I will do whatever I have to do to never come groveling past you for this job. And I did. I quit my job and I sold my car. I sold what I had left. I was sitting on the floor of my little place, on the floor because I had sold the furniture. I had no refrigerator. So here I am, a single mom with no income coming in whatsoever, and I started my company, and I want you to know, inside of 2.5 years, I had 27% market penetration in the state of California. And God knew what He was doing. We, over a period of, I would say maybe 4 or 5 years, we were able to change the way insurance premiums were rated for homes for abused children all over the United States. Every single insurance company now in the United States that protects child welfare organizations is using our rating system. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm saying that to say this is what God did through a 27-year-old girl that didn't come from the right part of town, that didn't have the right education, that didn't have the resources, and didn't know the right people, and I did everything possibly wrong that could be done wrong, but God used me anyway. And He continues to use me. And He'll use you too. In fact, you're going to do even greater things. See, I've already lived more years than I have left. You can start today, right now today, and I hope you will for the rest of your lives, and do what I do and what many other successful people do. Is there anybody here who wants to know what it is? Okay. Get ready. Here it is. If you didn't hear anything else that I said today, I want you to hear this, what I'm about to say. Because here's what I want you to do every day, starting today, for the rest of your life on earth. When you get to heaven, I think you can stop. But I don't even know for sure. Okay, here's what you're going to do every single day. You're going to sit quietly and pray. And then instead of, this is how I used to do it. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Okay. Run to work. Get that kid to school. Get that right. Now listen. Anybody who has children here, have you ever had the experience, especially if you've had a teenager, where you've got something really significant to say? You're waiting for the right time. Because we all know, mothers always know, the right timing is so important, particularly with teenagers. Imagine you've got something really important to say, and you're waiting, and the kid comes in the morning and grabs a piece of toast and runs out the door. Hey, Mom. Hey, okay, have a good day, bye. And gone. And you're waiting there. Shoot. I was going to tell that kid where to go get that $1,000 cash. Opportunity missed. I'll tell another kid. I'll tell somebody else. See, I feel like God has something to say to us and we can't run off. So point number 2, listen. Listen. Really, the pray part, here's where this is the Rhonda paraphrase, dumb it on down version. The pray part can just be, what you got for me today? I'm reporting for duty. What do you want me to do? Here I am. Use me. And then listen. Just listen. And when you listen, I encourage you to do it with paper and pen.